So, morning session we studied that inflorescence. So, now we will continue that part of the inflorescence here. Okay. So, what is the inflorescence? Actually, inflorescence means a group of flowers are arranged on the main axis, that is considered as a inflorescence. Okay. So, that is we can see a number of flowers. The inflorescence may be a branched or it may be a unbranched. The main axis are called, that is a racemes. Okay. So, that is a peduncle. Okay. Each racemes are arranged from the main racemes, that is called a main axis, that is called a peduncle. Okay. So, the functions of the inflorescence, what is the necessary for that inflorescence, why the flowers are arranged in this region. So, in the pattern. Okay. So, the main function is here, that is effective for pollinations. Okay. And another one they have to, so that arrangement of the flowers is very attract the insects for the pollination, that is the entomophily. What is the entomophily? So, the by pollination takes place by the insects are called, that is here entomophily. Okay. So, which gives a maximize the energy of the plant. So, what are the types of inflorescence? That is a terminal inflorescence, axillary inflorescence, another one is here, that is here calyflorous. Calyflorous means that is a flowers are arranged on the main branches, okay, trunk, main trunk. So, what is a terminal inflorescence? Terminal inflorescence means that is here the flowers are arranged on the terminal regions of the shoot system. What is a terminal region? That is a apex region or a terminal region. It consists of a flower in the terminal region. So, that is your terminal inflorescence. Okay, axillary inflorescence, already in the morning I said the axillary regions, that is arranged from the axillary region. So, where is the axillary regions? In the between the node and internode, that is the axillary region. Okay, that is the axillary flowers are arranged from the axillary region. And calyflorous means that is a flowers are arranged directly on the trunk or that is main, so branches, that is called a calyflorous method. So, terminal inflorescence grows as a part of the terminal shoot. Okay, that is a racemes of Nerium oleander. So, axillary example, that is a hibiscus rosa sinensis, that is a axillary, that is a solitary axillary flower. And next one is a calyflorous, that is arranged from the woody trunk. And another one based on the branching pattern which is classified into, so there is a two types, one is a Racemose, another one is a Cymose. So, indeterminate is your Racemose and the determinate is your Cymose. Okay, indeterminate, that is your continuously growing, the tip of the plant, the shoot apex are continuously growing. We cannot see any buds in the growing regions, that is a continuously growing, that is an axillary bud. Okay, so terminal bud, we cannot see the terminal tip, we do not have a bud. Okay, we cannot see the bud in the terminal position. Okay, that is a Racemose in conditions. So, what is the character of the Racemose? So, that is your older flowers in the basal region and the younger flowers in the apex region. Okay, that is Cymose inflorescence means either side we can see the, that is the younger flowers, we can see the older flowers in the tip regions. Okay, that is a Cymose manner, that is a Racemose manner. So, mixed inflorescence. Okay. So, mixed inflorescence means a two type of inflorescence are mixed together. Okay. So, one branch we can see the Cymose manner, another branch we can see the, that is a Racemose manner. Okay. So, that is your mixed inflorescence. And another one we studied the special type of inflorescence, that is other than that, that is not belongs to the Racemose and not belongs to the Cymose manner. And what are the main difference between the Racemose and Cymose? That is different. Okay. The first one, that is your unlimited growth, it is continuously growing, and this one is a limited growth. Okay. And the four words are very important for that. So, acropetal successions, here basipetal successions. Okay. So, flowers are arranged in acropetal successions means that is here the flowers are arranged in here, that is a periphery to the center here, here center to the periphery. Okay. It means older flowers in the basal region and younger flowers in the, that is a tip region, just opposite here. Okay. Here we can see the older flowers in the center and either side we can see the, that is a younger flowers. Okay. So, that opening of the flowers, how the flowers are opening, which flower is first to open. Okay. The older flowers are first opening from periphery to the center. So, that is a centripetal arrangement. From center to the margin, that is center to the periphery is a centrifugal manner. Okay. So, here that is a arranged in a acropetal and centripetal. Okay. Here basipetal and centrifugal manner. Okay. So, that is very important point. So, usually already we discussed here the oldest flower at the base and younger flowers in the tip region. Okay. Here the same thing. So, oldest flower at the top, example for that is a jasmine flower. In the center of the flower is your oldest flower and either side we can see the young flower is there. Okay. So, racemose manner already we discussed the characters. Number 1 is that is unlimited growth. Okay. So, and another one that is the opening of the flowers from that is a periphery to the center. Okay. And older flowers in the basal region and younger flowers in the tip regions. That is another character. Okay. So, that is a growing continuously and produce the lateral flowers is called racemose inflorescence. That is we discussed. So, the racemose inflorescence are divided into 3 types. So, see the first one is here main axis elongated, second one is here main axis or shortened, and third one the main axis or flattened or globose in conditions. So, main axis or elongated means that actually the axis are elongated to gives many branches. Okay. So, that is based on that category we can see the simple raceme, spike, catkin, spikelet, spadix and panicle. Okay. So, what about the simple raceme? First we will see the simple raceme. Okay. So, under the category main axis shortened, main axis flattened or globose. So, actually we studied in the morning the main axis are elongated. So, the main axis elongated means that main branch, that is a main peduncle should be elongated. Okay. So, it contains the pedicellate flowers. Okay. So, pedicellate flowers or sessile flowers. Pedicellate flowers means if it has a pedicel in a flower, that is a pedicellate flower. Sometimes the pedicels are absent, so they can directly attach it to the branches of the trees. So, that is a sessile flowers. Okay. The following types are discussed. The number 1 is simple raceme. Okay. Simple raceme consists of a main axis. Okay. So, from the main axis the lateral buds are arised. Okay. So, already we studied in the characters of the raceme. So, here the older flowers in the basal region, the younger flowers in the apex region, and it has a pedicel. So, that is called a pedicellate flowers. Example for that Crotalaria retusa and mustard is example for that. And next one is here spike. So, when we studied the simple raceme, immediately we have to recall that compound raceme. So, what is the meaning of the compound raceme? So, number of simple racemes are arised on the main axis, that is considered as a compound raceme. So, the compound raceme is otherwise called that is a panicle. Okay. So, compound raceme, how the compound raceme is arised? So, it has a, this is here branches. Okay. It is the main one, but we will see the lot of branches, the simple raceme. So, this is here a simple raceme. Number of simple racemes are arised on the either side. Okay. So, there is only one simple raceme is here, but here we can see the number of simple raceme arised on the peduncle. Okay. So, that is a compound raceme. Compound raceme is otherwise called that is a panicle. Compound racemes are otherwise called that is a panicle. Next one is a spike. Okay. So, spike is an unbranched, that is a indeterminate inflorescence, because that is under the category of that is here. So, that is a racemose in conditions. Okay. That is a main axis so elongated. Elongated category la vandadanaala kandipa inga vandu enna irukum appadina that is a pedicellate are present. Okay va. So, that is a indeterminate, the inflorescence are with a sessile. So, that is a main axis elongated and someone has a pedicel, someone don't have a pedicels. Okay. So, first we studied racemose, they have a pedicels, but what about in the spike, they don't have a pedicels. Already I said, so under the category main axis elongated, a two type of the characters are there. One is a pedicellate flowers, another one is a sessile flowers. Pedicellate flowers are present in the racemose, sessile flowers are present in the spike. Okay. What is a sessile flowers? The flowers are arranged on the So stem, directly from the stem. So that is a sessile flowers. Example for that acranthus. Okay va? So naayuruvi அப்படினு இதுக்கு பேரு நம்ம Dressல எல்லாம் அப்படி ஒட்டிக்கும். Okay, that is a acranthus or example for that. And another one is a spikelet, actually is very important 3-mark questions. Okay, this is belongs to, which is present in the Poaceae family. So what is the Poaceae? That is a graminae. All the grains are belongs to that family. Okay, Poaceae. So that is belongs to the Poaceae family. All the grains are belongs to that Poaceae family. Okay. So literally it is a small spike. This is the spikelets are otherwise called small spike. A number of spikes are together to forming a spikelets. Okay, you can see here. So this is a spikelet. This is actually that is a inflorescence of, that is a paddy. Okay, so it has a so many names are there. Morning itself I said that is a glooms. Okay, what is a glooms? The glooms are the bract. Actually glooms are bract. Okay, so another one, that palea is also, that is a bract. Sorry, this is a bracteoles. So this is a bract, that is a glooms. Okay, so the bract is present in base of the inflorescence, that is called a bract. Okay, so at the same time the base of the each flowers has a, so that is a bract like structure, that is a palea is present. Okay, next there is a main axis or called, that's a rachilla, and inside that lodicules means that is a the leaves, actually the tepals. Here this is belongs to the monocot. A flower is the flower condition is here trimerous in condition. Trimerous means that is a calyx and corolla is absent. Instead of that, that is a single whole is present. Okay, that is here. So monoclamidious in condition, that is called tepals. Okay, here the tepals are reduced to form a, that is a lodicules. Okay, and the tepals வந்து அப்படியே reduce ஆகி ஒரு scaly leaves மாதிரி இருக்கும். So that is called the lodicules அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். Okay வா? So that is a lemma is here, that is a bracteoles. So here see that there is a palea is a bracteole. This is here another bract. This is also a bract. So this is bract, and this is also a bract. Okay, this is a bract-like structure. That is your epicalyx. This is otherwise called epicalyx. Below the calyx we can see the structure. Okay ma? Actually this is belongs to the trimerous. Trimerous அப்படினா அங்க வந்து calyx corollaக்கு பதிலா ஒரே ஒரு பார்ட் தான் இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? அப்ப epicalyxனா calyxக்கு கீழ இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு calyx மாதிரி இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு part, that is called a என்னது palea. Okay, palea is a bracteoles. calyx மாதிரி இருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த epicalyxக்கு என்ன பேரு அப்படினா bracteoles. That is called bracteoles. Okay, so this is a glooms is also the bract that is present in base of the inflorescence. Base of the inflorescence இருக்கக்கூடிய bract-க்கு பேரு glooms. Flowers-க்கு அடியில, each flowers-க்கு அடியில இருக்கக்கூடிய bract-க்கு பேரு, that is a lemma. Okay, so epicalyx like structure, that is called a palea. Palea is otherwise called epicalyx or bracteoles. Okay, the main rachis of the inflorescence is called, that's a rachilla. Okay, and lodicules அப்படிங்கிறது அந்த நெல்லோட அந்த inflorescence இருக்கும் இல்லையா, so அதில் பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா, so lodicules are, that is a tepals அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவோம். Okay, when calyx and corolla are not differentiated, that is called the tepals. The tepals are modified to scaly like structure, so that is called the lodicules. Okay, these are all very important. The spikelet is a very important 3-mark questions. Okay, once again see that. So the palea is here bracteoles. Each sessile flower has a lemma. Okay, lemma is a each sessile flower. அந்த ஃப்ளவர்ஸ்க்கு பக்க கீழ இருக்கக்கூடியது bract. ஒரு ஃப்ளவருக்கு கீழ இருக்கக்கூடிய each and every ஃப்ளவருக்கு கீழ இருக்கக்கூடியது லெம்மான்னு சொல்றோம். whole inflorescenceக்கும் கீழ இருக்கக்கூடிய bractக்கு பேரு glooms. Okay, அந்த உள்ள இருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த tepals modified ஆகி ஒரு scaly structure வருது இல்லையா, so அதுக்கு பேரு என்ன பேருனா lodicules அப்படினு பேரு. palea அப்படிங்கிறது bracteoles. So we can see the bracteoles in the hibiscus. Hibiscus flowerல கீழ வந்து calyxக்கு கீழ epicalyx அப்படினு ஒரு region இருக்கும். So that is a bracteoles. ஓகேவா? So the bracteolesக்கு இங்க என்ன பேரு அப்படினா palea அப்படினு பேரு. Okay, this is very important. So next one is the Catkin type. Okay, Catkin is look like a pendulum. Okay, that inflorescence is a pendulous spikes with a long and drooping axis. Okay, long irukum keela appadi thongittu irukka mari irukum. Okay, it has a small unisexual or bisexual flowers are there. So unisexual flowers அப்படினா என்ன அப்படினா that is a only male sex organ only present. So bisexual means both organs are present. That's androecium and gynoecium are present there. So it is otherwise called amant type. Okay, Catkin is otherwise called that is a amant. Spadix, spadix that is your inflorescence are covered with a thick fleshy that is a sheath like structure is called a spadix. Okay, then this is a two type of the spadix are there. One is a fleshy spadix, another one is a that is a tough spadix. Okay, the fleshy spadix is present in the banana flower. Okay, banana flower motta or cover aayi it's a boat shaped, it's a bragged thick and brightly colored that is a boat shaped structure is called that is a spadix, and the spadix வந்து spath அப்படினு பேரு. ஓகேவா, that is a spath and that is a fleshy spath. At the same time we can see the hard and woody spath we can see in the coconut inflorescence. Okay, அதோட inflorescenceல பார்த்தா ஒரு பெரிய பட்டை மாதிரி ஒன்னு இருக்கும், that is very hard, so woody like structure. Okay, so spadix means that is a inflorescence are covered with a that is many layers. Okay, so that is a spadix. So the inflorescence with the fleshy or thick and central axis that is possess a many unisexual and sessile flowers. Okay, already we studied spike is also the that is a sessile flowers. So spadix usually female flowers. How the flowers are arranged here? That is already I said unisexual or bisexual flowers are present. Unisexual flowers means that is a flower consists of there is a male flower and female flowers. So in the spadix where is the male flowers? The male flowers are present in the apex region. The female flowers are present in the that is a basal regions. Okay, so entire inflorescence are covered by a brightly colored sheathy like structure. So that is called a spath. So that is best example for that Amorphophilus and Colocasia. So next one is a panicle. Already I explained what is a panicle. Panicle is a compound raceme. Okay, we know the characters of the raceme. What is the character of the raceme? So raceme is a indeterminate growth. Okay, and they have a so older flowers and younger flowers. Older flowers in the so basal regions, younger flowers in the that is in the top regions. Okay, so that is number of racemes are together to forming a panicle. That is a compound raceme. Example, that is a mangifera, neem. Okay, so these categories we can see the panicle type. This is otherwise called a raceme of raceme. Can you give the example for the raceme of raceme? That is a mangifera and neem. So what is the characters of the panicle? Panicles, it has a shorter pedicellate flowers. Okay, actually the pedicels are very short. Okay, the flower sometimes appears at the same level to form a so convex or a flat topped. Okay, so ஒரே லெவல்ல மெயின்டைன் ஆச்சு அப்படினா so அத வந்து என்னது the shape they have to maintaining the convex shape sometimes வந்து flat topped racemose inflorescence is present. Okay, panicle the main characters are pedicellate flowers. That is more or less equal in size. Okay. So the main axis shortened. Another one we are going to see the main axis are shortened type. Actually that pedicellate the main axis should be shortened means so all the pedicellates it may be a more or less equal in size. There are two types. One is a Corymb, another one is a umbel type. Okay, so in the Corymb we can see the two type of the pedicellate. Okay, one is a longer pedicellate, another one is a shorter pedicellate. Longer pedicelates we can see in the lower branches and the shorter pedicellate we can see in the upper branch. Okay, so upper main axis, upper layer of the main axis. Okay, here we can see more or less all the flowers in the same level. Okay, that is maintaining the same level. So it inflorescence with the shorter pedicellate flowers and longer pedicellate flowers. So example Casalpinia. And compound Corymb means actually a number of Corymb are arranged on the main axis, that is a compound Corymb. Okay, so simple Corymb na so ஒரே ஒன்னு மட்டும் தான் simple Corymb அப்படினு சொல்றோம். So number of Corymb அப்படிங்கிறது it has a so many branches of the Corymb. Next one is a umbel. Okay, so here you can see the structure. So it has a main axis. In the tip of the main axis, tip of the peduncle, a number of pedicellate flowers are arised. Okay, so lot of pedicellate flowers are arised, but here the pedicels, the length of the pedicels are equal in size. But what about in the previous one, it has a shorter pedicel and a longer pedicels, but it has a equal size of the pedicels are there in the umbel. So what is a compound umbel? A number of, that is a simple umbel, that is a umbellule, that is called by umbellule. Each and every umbellules are together to forming a compound umbellule. So that is an example, there is an onion, okay, Dacos carota, Coriandrum sativum, okay, these are all example for that, even onion also. So the compound umbel, it is a, that is a branched umbel, adula irukra mari a number of branches, idu onnu mattum paathom appadina, that is a umbel, okay, but we can see the a number of umbels are there, that is called by umbellule, this is called by umbellule. So next one is a main axis, that is a flattened, okay. So main axis flattened, first we studied main axis elongated, okay, next main axis shortened, and next one is a main axis or flattened in nature, okay. So that is a convex or concave. So here all the flowers are sessile or subsessile flowers, okay. Sometimes so without pedicel that is there, so we can easily see that is attached to the stem. Okay, so sometimes we cannot see, that is present in inside the thalamus region. Okay, so that is a subsessile flowers that is arising on the receptacle, so often subtended by the involucre. So that is totally enclosed by a involucre. So what is the involucre? A number of bracts are together to forming a involucres. Okay, so that is a cup-like structures. So inside the involucre we can see the receptacle. So what is a receptacle? Receptacle is present in the, say, a tip of the pedicels. Okay, this is otherwise called torus. Receptacle is otherwise called, that is a torus or thalamus region. So from these regions all the floral leaves are arised. Okay, so from the receptacle, so that is a floral leaves are arised. So what are the floral leaves? That is a calyx, corolla, androecium, gynoeciums are arised from there. Okay, so that is totally covered by a involucre. Involucre is nothing, that is a number of bracts together to forming a involucre. Okay, so the flattened structure, it may be a convex or it may be a concave or globus அப்படிங்கிறது ஒரு spherical shape ல வந்து இருக்கக்கூடியது. That is a head or capitulum is determinate. Okay, so head means that's a look like Tridex procumens. Tata poon solluvom illaya, Tridex procumens is belongs to that category. That is a head inflorescence is there. So the head inflorescence, most of the Astraceae family, that's a sunflower, Tridex, these are all belongs to this category. So here we can see the two types of the flowers. Okay, actually in the peripheral region we can see the, that's a ray florets, and inside we can see the tubular florets. Okay, so ray florets has here, that is a unisexual flowers. Okay, and tubular, that is another unisexual means male and female flowers in the different conditions. So that is the unisexual flowers. Okay, so which is belong to the Astraceae family and some of the Rubiaceae and Mimosaceae. Okay, these are all the families name. So under the family we can see the 1000 species. Okay, more than 1000 species are there. So it consists of two type of florets. One is a disc florets, otherwise called tubular florets, that is present in a center of the flower. Okay, a ray floret or ligulate florets, that is present in, that is a periphery of the florets. So this is the florets are separated here. So actually this is a part, this is a male and female flower of the head inflorescence, that is a Tridex procumens. Tridex procumens ingradhu enadhu tata poon solrom illaya, the Tridex procumens. The first one is the, that is a disc floret, another one, this is a ray floret, and this is the disc floret is there. So this is a ray floret. நம்ம சைடுல இருக்குது இது எல்லாமே ray florets. So சென்டர்ல இருக்கக்கூடியது வந்து என்னது அப்படினா disc florets. Okay, so based on the presence of that, which is classified into two. So one is a heterogamous head and another one is a homogamous head. Okay, it means, so some of the flowers they are having only the ray florets and some of the flowers have only the, that is a tubular florets. Okay, and some of the flowers having the both are present. There is a ray floret and another one is here, there is a tubular florets, both of them is present. Okay, so here both of them is present. So surrounding la irukakudiyadhu ella ray florets nu solrom. So ulla irukakudiyadhu pathinga appadina, that is here tubular florets. So there is a disc florets, another one is here, that is a ray florets. Okay. So what is in the disc floret? Disc floret, you can see the ovary, okay, and anther, stigma, everything is present. Disc floret is considered as a bisexual florets. Okay va? Bisexual florets na male and female parts rendume irundhuchuna adukku per enadhu bisexual florets. Disc florets enga irukum appadina center of the head. Okay. So that is a tubular and bisexual appdinu solrom. So whereas the ray florets found in the margin of the head, which is ligulate on pistillate flowers. Okay. So pistillate அப்படிங்கிறது only வந்து gynoecium மட்டும் தான் இருக்கும், androecium இருக்காது. That is a unisexual in category. Okay. So disc florets, another one is a ray florets. So in the Astraceae family, we can see the two types of the florets. Where is the disc floret? That is present in the center of the head inflorescence. Okay, that is otherwise called the tubular. Okay, this is belongs to the bisexual flowers. It consists of the male and female part. So male part androecium and female part gynoeciums are present. So what about in the ray floret? Ray florets are present in the surrounding region, that's the periphery of the floral regions. Okay, it is a unisexual. It may be a male or female only present here. So here we can see that is a male, female part is only present, that is a and gynoecium part is present. So next we are going to see the Cymose inflorescence. Okay, so once again you have to recall what are the types of the inflorescence we studied in the under the Racemose tape. In the under the Racemose tape we studied the first one, main axis elongated, so main axis shortened, okay, main axis flattened. So once again see the flow chart. The main axis elongated, main axis shortened, main axis flattened or globose. Okay, main axis elongated. So under the category we study the simple raceme number 1, number 2 spike, number 3 is here Catkin, number 4 Spikelet, and number 5 is a spadix, another one is here Panicle. Okay, so main axis shortened, that is a Corymb and umbel. So what is the Corymb? That is a simple Corymb and compound Corymb. So simple umbel and compound umbel we studied. Okay, so main axis flattened or globose we studied the head inflorescence. That is a two type of the inflorescence, that is here ray and disc inflorescence we studied. Disc floret, ray floret we studied. So next we are going to enter that Cymose manner. So already we studied the definitions of the Cymose manner. So it has a limited growth and they have a basipetal arrangement and centrifugal manner. Okay. Okay, next one is the Cymose inflorescence. Central axis stops growing. Actually, in the central axis, the tip of the central axis has a flower. So they cannot continue to grow. Okay, ba? So that is either side we can see the bud inflorescence. Buds are there. That is a younger buds are present. Okay, buds means that is a younger. So that is a center we can see the that is a parental, that is a older flowers we can see. Okay, either side is the younger flowers. So that type of opening is called, that is a centrifugal in manner. Okay, so central axis stops growing and ends in a flower, and further that is a growth is by means of the axillary bud. Either side irukkudiya bud da adu vandu grow pannum. So old flowers present at the apex and young flowers at the base region. So the simple racemes also divided into so many types. Okay, the Cymose is also divided into so many types. Number 1 is a simple cyme, monochasial cyme, simple dichasium, polychasial cyme. Okay, so the monochasial cyme is again divided into two. One is a helicoid, another one is a scarpioid. Okay, similarly, so Racemose, it is also divided into 4 category. Okay, simple cyme, monochasial cyme, simple dichasium, polychasial cyme, and helicoid or scarpioid manner. So the first one, this is a different type of the cyme. Okay, the first one is here, that is called, that is a helicoid in nature. Okay, another one is a scarpioid in nature. Next is simple dichasium. Simple dichasium only, it has a older flowers. This is a older flower. This is a older flower, and either side has a young flowers are there. Okay. and this is your compound dichasium. This is one simple dichasium, this is another simple dichasium which is together to forming a, that is a polydichasium. Okay, this is a dichasium. Dichasium means di means two. It has a two chasium, symbol chasium. Okay, symbol cyme is present. So another one that is here, that is a polychasial. Polychasial means it has here 3 or 4 are there. Okay, so symbol raceme மாதிரியே 3 க்கு அதாவது 2 க்கு மேல போனாலே அது வந்து என்னது அப்படினா that is a polychasial cyme அப்படினு சொல்றோம். Okay, so this is called here, that is helicoid or scorpioid manner. Okay, in the scorpioid manner வந்து zigzag manner. Okay, so first one branch is started, from the branches another secondary, tertiary, and that everything, all the branches are arised from a single branches. Okay, so this one is called a helicoid in structure. So that is inward in nature. இதனுடைய branches எப்படி இருக்குனா flower இந்த மாதிரி இருக்குனா, so உள்ளேயே, so inwardல இருந்து branches வந்து ஸ்டார்ட் ஆகும். So that is a helicoid in nature, that is a scorpioid in nature. Simple dichasium, already I said it is here, it has a older flower in the central region, and the either side we can see the young flowers. So simple dichasium is otherwise called the biparous. Okay, biparous means central axis ends, terminal flower is present. It's produced by a 2 lateral buds. Okay, so each cymose unit consists of actually 3 flowers are present. One is a older flower and either side has a younger flowers are present. So this is true cyme. Okay, so biparous is a true cyme. That is a jasminum example for that. So compound dichasium already we studied through the pictures. Okay, so it has a many flowers because each and every branches has a 3 flowers. One is the older flower and either side has a, so that is a younger flowers are present. Okay, each compound dichasium consists of a totally 7 flowers. Idhula inga side la 3 flowers irukum, inga oru simple chasium, another simple chasium, and apex it consists of a, so that is a older flower is present. Okay, 7 flowers we can see. But what about the simple chasium, simple jasmine we can see the, so only the 4 flowers. Yeah, so that is only the 3 flowers. So center la irukakudiyadhu older, either side la irukakudiyadhu vandu younger flowers. That is example is a clerodendron. Okay, a small simple dichasium is called cymule. So anga enna paathom, that is a umbel. Okay, each unit of the umbel is called umbel. So each unit of the cyme is called, that is a cymule. This is called a cymule. So compound dichasiums, just we studied the compound dichasium. So polychasial cyme, that is very easy, that is a multiparous is a polychasial cyme. So multiparous means it has here so many, that is here simple chasium is present. Okay, this is one of the simple chasium. This is one simple, this is another simple. Okay, so each and every branches we can see the simple chasium. That is here dichasiums are present. This is one dichasium, this is another dichasium. Okay, so many dichasiums are arranged in the main axis is considered as a polychasial cyme. Next one is a sympodial cyme. Okay, sympodial cyme consists of the monochasial cyme. Okay, monochasial cyme means it's a, each and every one has a, so single axis are present. It's a successive axis at the first develop, first la vandu successive axis develop agum, adula irundhu zigzag ipo nama paathom illaya, that is a scorpioid manner sonna illaya, so adhe mari zigzag pochu appadina, that is a sympodial cyme. Okay, it's not in that they given the additional that is informations about it. Okay, that is a zigzag manner, and later it develop into a straight and pseudo axis. So first ஒரு main axis வந்து இதல வருது. Okay, it has a, so main axis, and the main axis ல இருந்து வந்து என்ன ஆகும்னா zigzag manner ல போயிட்டு then it is form a pseudo branches. Pseudo branches mean that is a not a main branch. Okay, it's look like a branch, that is a pseudo branches axis are formed. Okay, Solanum americanum is example for that. And mixed inflorescence, already I said that mixed inflorescence, that is a mixing of the Racemose and Cymose manner. Okay, so first branch we can see the Racemose manner, and second branches we can see the Cymose manner, that is a mixed inflorescence. So the one type is a thyrus. Okay, thyrsus, that is called thyrsus. Okay, this is a raceme of cymes. Raceme of racemes is a panicle. Okay, already we studied. Raceme of raceme is a panicle. Raceme of cymes, it means raceme manner irukum, cyme manner irukum. Adnala racemes of cymes. It is the indefined central axis. Okay, central axis வந்து நீண்டமா போயிட்டே தான் இருக்கும். It bears a lateral pedicellate cymes. Okay வா? So lateralல வந்து pedicels இருக்கக்கூடிய cymes வந்து கொடுக்கு. Actually main character is look like a so that is your raceme character. ஆனா lateral branches வந்து யாரோட character இருக்கு? Cymose ஓட character. So that is a raceme of cyme. Okay. So this is your main. So this is a character of racemes. Okay. And these are all the characters of cyme. Okay. So that is called the raceme of cyme. இதெல்லாம் பாத்தீங்கன்னா cymes எப்படி இருக்கும்? That is your single flower is a older flower, either side a young flowers are present. Okay. So that is similar to that. அதே தான். அதனால தான் இதை என்ன சொல்றோம்? Raceme of cymes அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். So ocimum, துளசி செடி இருக்கு இல்லையா? That is example for the thyrsus. And verticillation. So verticillation என்ன இருக்கு அப்படின்னா, so the main axis bears the two opposite lateral sessiles. Okay, இது ரெண்டுமே lateral sessiles. Okay, sessiles அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? அங்க வந்து pedicels கிடையாதுன்னு அர்த்தம். ஓகேவா? At axial of the node. Axial of the node னா இதுதான் axial of the node. So this is your parental. This is your older flowers. Actually this is your older flower. Okay, so either side we can see the younger flowers. Okay, in the younger flowers they have to arrange. Okay, inner word la வந்து arranged ஆயிருக்கும். So அதான் ஒரு main characters. That is arranged in the inner word. Okay. So the main axis have your two branches. The lateral sessile flowers are there. இந்த பக்கமும் sessile, அந்த பக்கமும் இது ரெண்டுமே வந்து என்னது அப்படின்னா, so this is your sessile flowers. Okay, sessile என்ன அர்த்தம்? So pedicel இல்லாம இருக்கக்கூடிய sessile flowers அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். Each of its produce a monochasial scorpioid lateral branches. Okay, scorpioid அப்படிங்கிறது so உள்ளுக்குள்ள இருந்தே inward-ஆவே ஆரம்பிச்சிட்டு இருக்கும். ஓகேவா? So இப்போ இதுல பாத்தீங்கன்னா இதுல வந்து என்னது? So ஒரு இது ஸ்டார்ட் ஆச்சு. So அதுல இருந்து ஒரு main branches. Okay, this is a main branches. அதுக்குள்ள ஒரு main branches, அதுக்குள்ள so ஒரு branches. That is here. So அதுல branches means it has a flowers are arranged. Actually sessile அங்க pedicellate கிடையாது. So உள்ளுக்குள்ள இருந்து the flowers வந்து arranged ஆயிருக்கு. Okay, that's a scorpioid like. Okay, scorpioid lateral branches. So that flowers are crowded around the node. நமக்கு பார்க்கிறதுக்கு எப்படி இருக்கும்னா ஒரு நோட்ல இருந்து நிறைய flowers வந்து வந்த மாதிரி நமக்கு தெரியும். So that is a verticillation. So verticillation நம்ம வந்து இது தும்பை செடி அப்படினு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, இதுதான். So இது एक्चुअली நமக்கு பார்க்கிறதுக்கு எப்படி தெரியுது? ஒரு பல்கா ஒரு flowers இருக்கிற மாதிரி தெரியுது. But actually this is a scorpioid manner அப்படினு சொல்றோம். ஓகேவா? Okay. So up to this enough today. So we will study the next class. That is a very important part. That is a special type of inflorescence. It's very essential part. That is from that portion so many questions will arise in that board examinations, even in the NEET examinations. Okay, we will discuss tomorrow. So thank you so much for your nice cooperations with me. Okay, so I am very happy about you. So I hope children you are a support to our channel. Continue to watch. Okay, don't leave it in the in between. So keep on watching and give your support to us.